And now a word from our alternate sponsor, your dependable Dodge dealer.
A booly ooby 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 ah! No need to shift that gear.
No clutch to fight.
A booly dear, it's automatic power flight. Go Dodge. Go Dodge. Take command, get the thrill firsthand. 55's the year to drive, to drive.
A Dodge.
A Dodge. Wow! Look at it go!
This is the story of the 1955 and 1956 Dodge La Femme, a somewhat obscure and little-known vehicle of which only a few thousand were sold and only several dozen still exist. The La Femme was a car marketed exclusively to women and designed by the men of the 1950s. What possibly could go wrong? But before we get to that, please consider subscribing to our channel. This allows us to bring you more classic car content and get our videos in front of more classic car lovers like yourself. If you have a classic car that you would like to have featured on our channel, please email us at the address that's on your screen right now. The Dodge La Femme was created because by the 1950s, more and more women were driving, having a say in purchasing decisions, and two-car households were on the rise. As Americans moved to the suburbs, the grocery store or the shopping center was no longer on the corner or a quick bus or trolley ride away. Even though most married women still stayed home in the 1950s, as opposed to working outside the home as they do now, changes in the way Americans lived necessitated the rise of two-car households. Chrysler's marketing department decided that there should be a car that catered exclusively to this new female consumer. The car would have, quote, feminine touches and colors and fabrics that would appeal to the female consumer. In addition, the rise of creature comforts such as power steering and automatic transmissions made it more practical for Chrysler to build a car tailored to the American housewife of the 1950s. The Dodge La Femme was thus born as Chrysler's attempt to not only gain a foothold in this market, but to lead a revolution in the women's automobile market. The La Femme concept was actually born from two Chrysler show car concepts from the 1954 season, named the LeComte and the La Comtesse. Each of these was based on the Chrysler Newport hardtop and was given a clear plastic roof over the passenger compartment as a unique touch. While the LeComte was designed for a male audience using masculine colors, the La Comtesse was painted a dusty rose and pigeon gray two-tone color scheme in order to convey femininity. The LeComte was not much of a success, but highly favorable feedback encouraged Chrysler to pursue the La Comtesse concept. As an aside, SMS actually reproduced the floral pattern cloth for the restoration of this one-of-a-kind show car, using the few original pieces that still existed as well as photos. The female-oriented car project, once given the green light by Chrysler, was assigned to Dodge, and the La Comtesse was renamed the La Femme. Instead of being a separate car model, the La Femme actually became an option package on the custom Royal Lancer. For those of you who aren't familiar with Dodge's naming conventions in this era, Lancer was the term used for a two-door hardtop, similar to how Ford used Victoria or Oldsmobile used Holiday Coupe. So the La Femme then started out its life as a custom Royal two-door hardtop. Other than color and some trim changes, everything else was standard custom Royal Lancer on the La Femme. The La Femme was painted in a unique two-tone paint job consisting of sapphire white and heather rose. Exterior also received unique gold-colored La Femme script badges that replaced the standard custom Royal badges on the fenders. Basically, the guys at Dodge took an existing car and painted it pink. Boom! A car for women. Genius. The interior of the car also received special attention and a couple unique features. The 1955 La Femme interiors were upholstered in a special fabric featuring a pink rosebud design on a pale silver pink background and pale pink vinyl trim. Here at SMS, as you may or may not know, we've recreated over 1,000 unique classic car fabrics over the years, and we worked tirelessly to recreate this 1955 La Femme design exactly, so that what few La Femme owners there are from around the world could accurately restore these rare vehicles. The 1955 La Femme also came with a keystone-shaped pink purse that coordinated with the interior of the car. The purse could be stowed in a compartment in the back of the passenger seat, and its gold-plated medallion faced outward, and this brushed metal medallion was large enough so that the owner could have her name engraved on it. Very luxurious. Each purse included a complete set of accessories inside, which included a powder compact, lipstick case, cigarette case, comb, cigarette lighter, and coin purse. On the back of the driver's seat was also a compartment that contained a raincoat, rain bonnet, and umbrella, all made from a vinyl pattern to match the rosebud interior fabric. Marketing brochures from the 1955 La Femme stated that this was a car made by special appointment to Her Majesty, the American woman. While the 1955 La Femme wasn't necessarily the smashing success that Dodge had hoped, that didn't stop Dodge from releasing a 1956 model and proclaiming that the 1955 had been a stunning success in letters to dealerships. For 1956, the heather rose and sapphire white color scheme was replaced with a misty orchid and regal orchid color scheme. The rest of the interior was updated in line with the rest of the 1956 Dodges, as annual changes were customary during this time period. In addition to the new color scheme, the 56 La Femme featured brand new La Femme-only fabrics, seat patterns, headliner, interior paint, and carpet. Again, as would be standard in any year-to-year changes during this period. The fabrics used were very difficult to locate in the aftermarket, even in the early years, due to the rarity of the La Femme, even when new. So if you had a cigarette burn or a rip in your seat, you were out of luck. SMS is the only company to have reproduced the cloth to match the factory original. This fabric design was a heavy white cloth with random, organic-looking patterns of short lavender and purple loops. The headliner was orchid with gold splashes, and carpeting was loop pile with several shades of lavender and purple. The boxes behind the seats were changed for 1956 to accommodate the raincoat, rain cap, and umbrella that came with the car. Both seat back boxes were identical this year because there was no need to accommodate the purse, which was only available and offered in 1955. In all, only about 2,500 La Femmes were made over its 2-year run, and the trim was dropped for 1957. Only several dozen of these original La Femmes are known to still exist, while there have been several replicas made. As for the fallout of the La Femme experiment, no automaker has really tried marketing an entire trim line or model to a specific gender ever again. In fact, the idea nowadays seems kind of comical. Sure, there are ad campaigns that target products to specific demographics. That's normal in advertising. But there has never been a gender-specific car model in the years since. At the time, the La Femme was a new idea, a bold idea, that simply didn't work out. Viewed from a 21st century perspective, the La Femme looks like a bad idea from the beginning that was destined to fail, likely conjured up by a bunch of madmen during a 3-martini lunch. And that's the story of the Dodge La Femme. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider subscribing to our channel for more classic car stories. Thanks for watching.
Go Dodge!
Go Dodge!
Take command, get the thrill firsthand. Now's the time to buy and drive
A Dodge!
a Dodge. Wow! Look at it go!